we ask you that you direct their steps, that you lead them in their decisions. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please rise for pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council need a motion on the work session minutes.
Motion to adopt.
Have a motion. All in favor, raise your hand.
7 with District 4 abstaining.
Need a motion on the regular council meeting minutes for the 7th.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
6 with Districts 4 and 5 abstaining.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, you're up.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. First of all, happy Thanksgiving. I don't expect after about 5 o'clock tomorrow we'll see each other unless you're going to be in the Christmas Turkey Day Classic Parade. We've got a big parade, and a football game on Thursday, and then we have another football game on Saturday. Somebody said this morning the football game on Thursday will have a big economic impact than the football game on Saturday, but if Auburn is staying in Montgomery, maybe they'll rival each other. We don't know. We'd love to have both of them here. Next Tuesday at 5:30, we have a Christmas tree lighting. I was watching Lister Hill Plaza, and I'm trying to think, where in the world is Lister Hill Plaza? It's right across the street from us, right where Hank Williams used to be, right there in the back door of the hotel. But next Tuesday at 5:30, we'll have music. We'll have some special guests. We would invite each and every one of the family, if you will, to come, as well as the community, because at that point in time we will light the Christmas tree so that all can have the entire month of December as part of that celebration. So please make an effort to be here at 5:30. We do have a conflict at 5 o'clock. The Architectural Review Board will begin, but we'll let them do their business and we'll do our business. So we'd love to have you and your family and your kids. There'll be special treats, some free giveaways, a little Christmas cheer to go all around. I think the next slide will probably be something that's going to be happening the day after Christmas, Friday the 24th. The advertiser is doing a food truck mashup. Encourage everyone to come out and be supportive of that. It's going to be a wonderful event. Don't you have a video of that? Yes, sir. Please play that.
Get your tickets now for the first ever food truck mashup presented by Wind Creek Montgomery. Check out the best food trucks in all of Alabama this Friday, November 24th at Riverwalk Stadium. It's one day only with food trucks, tailgating, a mobile gaming trailer from Wind Creek Montgomery, music, kids activities, hot air balloon rides, even Santa will be there. The food truck mashup Friday, November 24th. Get your tickets now. Tickets.montgomeryadvertiser.com.
We have had food truck events in Montgomery over the last several years once the city council really got behind making some spaces available. The number has grown. This will be a really wonderful time if you don't have anything to do on that Friday after you've been able to shop locally, not on the internet. I will remind you the internet did not pave Carter Hill Road. It didn't pave the road in your neighborhood. It's not paving all of the roads that we have been doing over the last several years. I would encourage each and every one of us to do our best to shop locally, whether that's in Montgomery or the River region, because at the end of the day, we're not getting very much revenue from our internet sales. We do understand it's popular to do that, but everybody wants services, but that's costing us $3 to $5 million annually to not have revenues from shopping locally along the way. The other thing that I would like to share with this body assembled, as well as those that are watching on the cable TV, is next Tuesday week on December the 5th. That'll be our city council meeting, but this happens at 11:30. First United Methodist Church has a ministry that is extremely important ministry. It's a dementia ministry. And they have a side-by-side choir of about 50 individuals that come together once a week where they minister each other and they learn songs. We've been told, and it's our understanding that music transcends these mental issues. And so they have them all over the city. They have them in our church. They've had them at the museum. I've invited them to come to City Hall on December the 5th, beginning at 11:30. It's a free concert. You will warm your heart. It will be the Christmas concert. Come, and they'll have a sheet of music, actually be on the video screen, and you can sing to your heart's delight. You sound like you're in the shower when you're with all the rest of this group, and I love to come and have my singing masked with the rest of these individuals. So I would encourage you, if you're not doing anything at about 11:30, or even if you are, break away and come and spend about 45 minutes with this choir. It'll be 50 strong, and fortunately and truthfully, you will not know who the clients are and who the singers are, because they all sing melodiously well. So we would encourage you to come. We'll be there on that particular day. And with that, I'll defer, because I know that people have other things to do tonight. It is the holiday season, and as we go into this, I would just caution everyone to be as safe as possible and have a time with family and friends during this holiday season. And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Chief.
Chief seconds that. He wants a real happy Christmas.
It must be his appraisal.
Okay, any special committee report tonight?
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Okay.
The ad hoc committee met tonight, or this afternoon, Mr. President, with the police and fire department, looking at salaries and what we need to do to make some adjustments. We are going to meet again on December the 19th with Carmen Douglas, after she has the time to take a look at some of the plans that were given to her from the public safety, from police and fire.
Time.
Ma'am?
Time.
2 o'clock. I thought you were telling me I was out of time talking.
You are.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I would love to show what you did. I'm like, did I have a clock? But, Mr. President, also, December 5th, we would like to have an ad hoc committee meeting with Chris Conway and the maintenance department. We want to look at our paving, overall maintenance issues in the city that we need to take a look at. It's one of the things that we talked about in the budget process, about trying to fix public safety and looking for some dollars for paving. So we'd like to meet with Mr. Conway at 2 o'clock on December the 5th.
What committee is this?
The same one. Can we do the same, can we do the same one?
That's not in the purview of the, if it's regarding paving, it's not going to be under
Mr.
the
President,
purview.
can you appoint the three of us to do this?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So it's going to be the ad hoc committee too.
Look at our, ma'am?
The charge is to look into paving expenses,
Paving expenses,
Needs of
and
paving, yes,
needs
ma'am.
and expenses.
Yes, ma'am.
needs, and paving expenses.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's 8, 1, and 5. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. On our agenda tonight, we've got public communication of agenda items. Everybody signed up is signed up for number 1, so we'll go into the first item on the agenda. Clerk?
Mr. President, item 1, hearing on proposed ordinance rezoning 3 lots, 802, 806, 810 Ann Street on the southwest corner of Ann and Plum from an it's not RS, R65S to a B3.
Okay, we had Guthrie Jeffcoat, Joe McElroy, and Ed Fleming all here to speak on it, and Paul Burkett. I'm looking for opposition to it first. Opposition to this zoning. Is anybody here in opposition to it? Anybody in opposition? Okay. Mr. Tyson?
Mr. President, the Planning Commission failed to make a recommendation on a tie vote, so it comes to you on appeal.
Okay. We have no one here in opposition to this. I declare the public hearing's been held. It's properly before the council. Need a motion? Mr. Larkin.
Yes, sir. Mr. President, I move to adopt.
Have a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is
carried.
adopted.
Good luck.
Item 2, resolution providing that Pike Road sale tax collected in PJ be put into an escrow account to give Montgomery Public Schools time and ability to legally claim money owned by them.
Mr. Pruitt.
Mr. President, I want to make sure that we're all clear, and Mr. Mayor, since you were in the conversations, as I understand it, that if Pike Road has not paid back the Montgomery County Public Schools $1.4 million before March the 1st.
31st.
I was just seeing if y'all paying attention. That's what I'll ask. If they do not pay it back before March 31st, that,
Excuse me, not pay it back, but have arrangements acceptable to pay it back. Meaning the city of Montgomery, the County Board of Education would agree to it.
okay. So if they have, that's not what I understood.
Well, I don't think
I
that there's going to be an order to pay it back in all one fell swoop. I think it will be over some period of time, whether that's 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 5 years. I don't know that, but I think it'd be a bit much to say if it's not paid back by March 31st that we would take the action that you're
Mr.
talking
Mayor,
about.
I think that there needs to be something other than a plan set out. I mean, they need to make, and help me, Mr. Judge, they need to make some sort of good, what's it called?
No, they call it paying it back.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it's called,
acceptable- if
paying
it's
it
acceptable
back.
to the
I mean,
board.
Sir?
I didn't think that, what you like to do in the,
Good
up in the Senate.
gesture,
You
whatever
wave,
it's
you wave a little
called.
time, you know, like doing the Senate, U.S. Senate.
Yes, I'll
May
wave
I? May I?
Mr. Bell, go ahead.
Well, you see, I don't understand why we have to give them one more day. When I owed internal revenue said send it today or else. I mean, the Montgomery School Board, and I don't talk for them, Mr. Mayor, but they're not in the business of lending money. I mean, that's what you got all these banks for. If Pike Road wants to pay these people back, let them go borrow a loan like the rest of us do and pay it back. Now, I have nothing against the students in Pike Road, but I represent Montgomery. And so, to me, it just seems that something in the milk ain't white. We can't get this money, and I see somebody from the from the county commissioner. The county commission can along with the city. I mean, y'all so powerful. Y'all just get together and just go at that money. I just don't see why we messing around trying to not get the money. I guess it's enough said because what you were talking about, the negotiation with that 1.4 million was put into the selling of a school, and that's just not right. I don't care who says it's right, it's not right that one city can take money from a school system and not one elected official has the authority to go at it, or the district attorney doesn't have the authority to go at it, or the governor doesn't have the authority to go at it, or the county commissioner. I mean, that just seemed wrong to me, and so I'm going to shut up on that. But I just don't think that you know.
Thank you, Mr. Bell.
Yeah.
Mr. Pruitt.
Mr. President. Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
can I make just one quick comment? Has there been any consideration as it relates to this money that Pike Road was misappropriated by the State Department of Education? Has there been any effort whatsoever, Mr. Mayor, any discussions whatever as to trying to put the onus on who sent the money from the State Department of Education in a misappropriation, because that's where the real responsibility is?
Well, actually, that's who I called because I thought it was incumbent upon them to rectify their mistake or incorrectness. At the time, I was told that there was a settlement in place that would have that done. That did not occur, and then the next time I made the same inquiry at the state level, the state superintendent had in fact changed, and this issue about the sale of the property was in conversation, and I was told that it was part and parcel of that negotiation. My personal opinion is that it should have been bifurcated from that, and there should have been an agreement on the 1.4 or 1.2, whatever the number is, and then the whole sale should have been taking place. I am, at this juncture, encouraged that there will be, between Pike Road and the state of Alabama, an accommodation that will begin the process of the repayment. And I am going to assume that that process will be with the blessing of the local Board of Education. And that's what I was referring to. Let's let this play out to March 31st. And if it has not played out satisfactorily, then my commitment is we as a city, from a legal standpoint, will become involved to secure the money for the county system.
If I can, one more thing, and I will not say another word this evening if you just let me say one thing. Okay, listen. You know, when someone owes you money, anybody that handles money for the government has to have a surety. It has to have a bond. Now, the law makes it very clear you can go after that person or you can go after a surety. We don't, if y'all are scared to go after Pike Road, you don't have to go after Pike Road. Go after the person who gave them the bond. I mean, that's what we can do. So if everybody's scared to go after Pike Road, you got a way out. You can go after the surety of the person who misallocated the fund, and you can go after the surety of the person who illegally took the fund. And I'm not going to say it's an accident. How in the devil can the state of Alabama make an accident and send money? All they got to do, when I write a check, if I write it to the wrong person, I put a stop payment on it. I'm sure they could do it. So I'm not going to say anything else about it. I think folks see where we are.
I'm not going to say any more about it, except I don't want anybody to be under the impression that the city of Montgomery is afraid to go after Pike Road for the repayment of this obligation.
I sure am glad this council is so concerned about our school board. It's the school board's responsibility to take care of this thing, and we're all trying to help them out, I guess.
Yeah, but the mayor entered the city into a lawsuit and said that we had an interest. So you can't back out. You're not going to have your cake and eat it too, Mr. President. You can't say on one hand we got an interest in it, and then on the next hand is the school board. We can't do that.
Mr. Pruitt, you got any more to say? I guess that's withdrawal. Thank you. Item number 3.
Mr. President, no.
All right, let's go. Come on. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Sorry, Mr. President, we have not even made the motion that, I tell you what, move to adopt.
Okay, a motion to adopt. All in favor, raise your hand.
3.
All opposed, same sign.
3.
How many voted for it?
I need 2 more votes. Who's abstaining? I don't have one.
Yes, the rest of them
I don't have 1 and 2's vote. Are you abstaining? 1 and 2? Abstaining. 3,
Fails for
3,
lack
and
of
2.
vote.
It fails for lack of majority.
Okay. Next item.
Item number 3, ordinance authorizing purchase and sale agreement and sale of real estate at 1523 Edgar D. Nixon Avenue.
Move to suspend the rules.
Have motion to suspend the rules. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Now I need a motion to adopt and then a motion to...
Move to adopt.
A motion to adopt and then a motion to substitute.
Motion to substitute.
The purchase sale agreement.
It's inside the 3. Okay.
Motion to substitute.
All right, motion to substitute is in here. So we're voting on the motion to substitute. All in favor of the substitution, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Now voting on the main motion. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is
3
adopted
carried.
with substitution. Item 4, ordinance authorizing purchase and sale agreement and sale of real estate at 8 different parcels on Grove Street, South Jackson Street, South Ripley Street, and Watt Street.
Need a motion to suspend the rules.
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is adopted. Item 5, ordinance authorizing purchase sale agreement for 715 Day Street, 1808 and 1812 South Holt Street, 1907 Taft Street, and 2 additional parcels on Taft Street.
Need a motion to suspend the rules?
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor? And now I need a motion to substitute.
Substitute the purchase sale agreement.
Okay.
Motion to substitute.
Now voting on the substitution. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Now voting on the main motion. All in favor,
Motion
raise
to
your hand.
adopt.
Unanimous. The ordinance is adopted with substitution. Item 6, ordinance authorizing purchase and sale agreement of 613 Mildred Street.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Oh, we got a substitute on this one
Yeah,
also.
motion to substitute.
Vote on the substitute.
Purchase sale agreement.
Okay. All in favor of the substitute, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Now voting on the main motion. All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Okay.
Ordinance is adopted with substitution.
Now we got number 2.
Item 7, resolution authorizing the de-annexation of property at 769 Pine Mar Lane.
Need a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Ordinance is adopted. Item 8, resolution declaring compliance and no further action needed on Club Big Boys 2 at 620 South Holt Street.
Need a motion to suspend the rules.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 9, application for a restaurant retail liquor license doing business as Shabu Well at 2763 Bell Road.
Representative
Shabu Well.
Chevy Well, please. That's you. Come forward, please. Your name for the record, please. Your name, please. Okay. This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare the public hearing has been held. It's brought before the council. Need a motion to suspend the rules?
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is
Feel like we have
adopted.
business.
Item 10, application for a lounge retail liquor Class 2 package license doing business as Royal Package Store, 5761 Woodmere Boulevard.
Your name for the record, sir. Chris. This is a public hearing. Anyone would like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare the public hearing has been held. Brought before the council.
I have a question, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
This currently a package store?
Yes.
Are you just creating seating inside to turn it into a lounge as well?
I'm not sure. I'm not the owner. I'm the accountant, but they are here. But I'm here talking for them. I believe this is they are turning it into the package store as well, too.
Esther.
Did you say the owners are here?
Are you turning? Was it already a package store?
Yes, it was already package store.
It was a package store?
Yes.
But are you adding chairs and seating? Are you turning it into a lounge?
No,
So why has it got a lounge?
'Cause
No
lo-
seating? It's no change in what it's doing?
No, it's no change, but I think that's just the license way it's
It's just
worded,
transfer
so-
of
but it's not.
ownership.
Yeah, I haven't seen any change in the physical part of the plant, the business. So,
Lounge
okay, I think
one-
it is. It's not any different than what it was before.
It's not.
There's not any room for anything else.
Lounge 1 is where they sit down and drink on the location. This is a Lounge 2, which only allows off-premise. They can't drink it on
Okay.
premise.
Thank you.
That answers the question.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Need a motion to suspend the rules?
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
I guess you got next to table, Tony.
Item 11, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only at 31 Pace Car, 7120 Mobile Highway.
Your name?
Chris Hargett.
Okay. This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak against this item, please come forward.
I'd like to know exactly where this location is, Councilman Rickett.
It's right there on the corner, going down Old Selma Road, where you pass.
Okay,
Seco.
okay, thank you.
I declare public hearing's been held. It's proper for the council. Need a motion?
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 12, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Quick Mart, 2949 Forbes Road.
Your name for the record, sir.
Chris Hargett.
This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare public hearing's been held. It's proper for the council.
Mr. President, I move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 13, application for retail beer and retail table wine off premises only, doing business as Sitco Mart, 4685 Selma Highway.
Let the record reflect that Mr. Hargett's here again. This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak against this item, please come forward. Seeing none, declare public hearing's been held. Proper for the council. Need a motion?
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Very good. Thank you.
Item 14, resolution reappointed Richard E. Neal to the Museum Board.
Mr. Green.
Move to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted. Item 15, pursuant to 1153B1 Code of Alabama, authorization of demolition of unsafe structures at the listed locations.
Need a motion to uphold.
Motion uphold.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Item 16, resolution declaring public nuisances, authorizing abatement and assessing cost of abatement of public nuisances on various lots.
Need a motion to suspend.
Motion to suspend the rules.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Motion uphold.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous. Resolution is adopted.
Okay, Madam Clerk, you got
Yes, sir, I have put before you one contingency for approval for District 7, which the mayor has approved, $500 to Chaplain Curtis Browder Ministries.
anybody got anything they want to add?
Yes, Mr. President. District 3, I have returned to reality. Is that what it's called?
You can't.
What is 11? Right.
Pull that out of context.
I believe that's an organization that's already been approved.
Okay.
Hold on just a second.
Can you check to see?
Yes, sir, we have it.
You do have it.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. The next $750,
Okay.
and Justice for All, $500.
Okay.
Patterson Court Neighborhood Council, $500.
Okay.
Thank you.
May I ask,
Yes, sir.
Councilman Larkin?
Yes, sir.
Justice for all is that equal justice or another justice?
No, no, it's a bit far. It's a bit far from equal justice. It's a locally based organization that deals with youth primarily, and we have given them appropriations in the past.
Mr. Bell?
Yes, sir. I said I wasn't going to say anything, but I wasn't talking about giving out money.
It's okay.
So you want money to Pike Road?
We want to give Piers, Mr. Williams, $700. This Piers, $700. Monterey Neighborhood Association, $700. Regency Park Community Association, $700. Mosswood Neighborhood Association, $700. Douglas MacArthur Gowdy American Legion Post, $179, $1,100. Lifetime Resolutions,
Wait a minute, just a second. Douglas MacArthur.
Gowdy, Goudy, American Legion Post 179,
How much?
$1,000. Now, this is depending on whether I have that.
That's why I call it contingency.
Contingent upon I have it.
Are you returning to reality?
Yeah. To the extent you have the paper, Grace Youth Empowerment, $1,000.
Grace, what?
Youth Empowerment. It's called Grace Cafe Youth Empowerment.
Grace Cafe, that one I'm familiar with. Okay, how much?
$1,000. Pound of Care just came through.
Yes, sir.
$1,000. Delta Sigma Theta. I don't know if they're ready for it yet. They don't have the necessary paperwork.
No, sir, they've got to get
yes, I would
more
hope that.
paperwork to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You gonna wait on that one?
Ma'am.
Are you gonna wait on that one?
Yes, ma'am, I'll wait on that one. They don't need it now.
Okay.
To the other people that they don't hear their names, we're doing it from the tax rental. Don't get jumpy out there.
Anybody else?
Anything else at all? Mr. Pruitt?
No, sir, not tonight.
Okay. All right. Need a motion to adopt these?
Move to adopt.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
I'm done. Okay, in our public communication of non-agenda items,